And shifting focus now to the state of Kerala, where the Popular Front of India is conducting its march to the residence of the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. And this is happening at a time when the crackdown seems to be happening against the very same radical organization. And now on one hand, with the investigation still taking place, after the very controversial Alupura march that had taken place, now we are looking at crackdown, even when it comes to the central probe agencies like the ED happening. Vivek, live pictures coming in.
Exactly. Right now, as you can see behind me, is a Popular Front march that's been conducted to the residence of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in the Cliff House. Remember, they are now protesting against the witch hunt, alleged witch hunt against the PFI activists. They say that the PFI activists have been selectively arrested. They have been detained and kept in police custody without following the rule of law. And also they say that there is selective targeting of PFI and the SDP activists in the state. And for the last few days, the SDP activists have been protesting across Kerala. As you can see behind me, there is a large number of people, at least thousands of PFI activists who have been protesting here in Thiruvananthapuram from East Fort to to the residence of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. What we understand is that the police will be stopping them right in front of the Cliff House, where they are trying to hold a major protest against the alleged high-handedness of the Kerala police against the PFI workers. Remember, the PFI, in the last few days, if you can look at the kind of hate sloganeering that has been seen in Alapura, there has been, various condemnation coming from various sides against the PFI and SDPI and the close affiliates of this organization. The police say that they have clear evidence to say that it was PFI who has been instigating the kind of, the languages and also the kind of words what we saw in the rally, especially were using a kid, a 10-year-old kid, and using anti-Hindu, anti-Christian comments against in the rally. Now the police say that they will ensure that all the organizing committee members of the PFI will be arrested in the coming days. But PFI leaders say that they will not allow the police to go ahead with their act. They say that it's clear high-handedness by the Kerala police and say that they are selectively targeting people from the Muslim community, and hence they have decided to go ahead and stop the police action. They say that this is nothing but a clear witch hunt from the side of the Kerala police and the Kerala government. Back to you.
All right. Meanwhile, Vivek, even if you can catch your breath there, we are looking at the march that is being conducted by the PFI workers, and they are moving towards the Chief Minister's resident Pinarayi Vijayan, because they are also under a lot of pressure from the opposition also to take punitive action against the said radical organization. Vivek, coming back to you on that, because in the latest arrest that has been made, the state party treasurer also has been taken into custody. Vivek will be with us. We're just reconnecting that line. But slogans once again that are being raised. This is the PFI, or the Popular Front of India, which is now carrying out this march, and it's heading towards the Chief Minister's residence. Remember, it was Pinarayi Vijayan himself who had come out and said that it will not be tolerating any sort of a hate agenda in Kerala, and being under a lot of pressure from the Congress and the BJP in the state of Kerala, we are looking at now how the PFI is countering it with this protest march. So Vivek, if you can hear me, even the party state treasurer was taken into custody. Multiple arrests that have already been made. Vivek, can you hear me now? All right, we are just trying to get back Vivek on the broadcast, but this is the PFI march, and also coming at a time when hate slogans were raised in Alapura, the very controversial march that happened, using a boy as a pawn to spread hate against the Hindus, against the Christians there. But the PFI came out in its defense saying that it had given no such slogan. The boy's father also, who has been taken into custody, saying that the boy was not tutored and he had not said anything wrong. Now when it comes to the responsibility that is on the shoulders of Pinarayi Vijayan is to show some action against this radical organization. Vivek, continue speaking to us if you can hear me now.
Exactly, as you said, the Pinarayi Vijayan government in the last few days has been very, very clear when it comes to PFI. They have been arrested at least 26 PFI workers, including the treasurer and also senior state leaders who were organizing the PFI rally on the 21st of May. But after that, the PFI has been saying that, they have been targeted. There is selective targeting of Muslim people from the Muslim community, and they say that, they are the saviors of the community. But many in the community, especially from the IUML and various other organizations, have been clearly telling that they have not given the PFI any right to say all these things. But if you look at the last few days, PFI has been organizing protests. They have been even stopping the police in doing their duty. In many places, they even stopped the police convoy in arresting their activists in the case related to the 21st rally. Now you can see the huge rally that is being taken out from East Fort till the residence of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Remember, the whole city right now has come to a standstill. The traffic has come to a standstill, and there is a huge police deployment to ensure that there is no untoward incident will happen. Remember, the PFI has always been the target, has always been in the limelight for all the wrong reasons. If you look at the last few years, in Palakkad and Alappuzha, there has been murders, communal incidents that have taken place where RSS workers have been murdered, and the police have clearly found that it is the PFI who's behind it. Even after that, even after demand to ban this organization, the state government says that there is an understanding here. The Congress is saying that there is an understanding between the CPM and the PFI. Also, the PFI workers have been saying that RSS workers have not been arrested. They have not been detained even after the Hindu Sammelan that happened on the 1st of May. They say that first the government should come forward and arrest those people who have participated in the Hindu Mahasammelan. For example, the speech of PC George, what we saw on that day, and also various other Hindu activists. They say that people from the Muslim community are being selectively targeted by the Pinarayi Vijayan government, and they have been arrested. Now it's against this that the PFI is holding this march. Now the PFI leaders are saying that in the coming days that they will ensure that more ministers, cabinet ministers will be stopped, their convoy will be stopped, and if the arrest continues. And hence they are now giving a warning to the state government that they will not allow the arrest and detaining of PFI workers, which means that it's a stern warning by this organization to the state government. It needs to be seen as how Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and his government is going to react to these kind of slogans that's been raised by the PFI. Back to you.
All right, but Vivek, what are the slogans that are being raised now by the PFI workers and these leaders during the march that they are conducting, having it right behind you? What slogans are being raised now?
Now, see, as of now, what they're saying, in the slogans, what they're saying is that they say that they will not allow the arrest of PFI workers going forward. They will not allow the selective targeting of people from the Muslim community. The RSS and the Sangh Parivar leaders should be arrested. So this is the kind of slogans they are raising. As of now, there is no such inflammatory remarks as we saw in the 21st of May rally. But the kind of slogans what they are raising is a stern warning towards the state government. That they say that the state government, that's the LD government, is trying to appease the RSS and the Sangh Parivar. So this is exactly what we are hearing from behind me. What you can see in this rally, there are at least 1,000 to 1,500 PFI workers who have come from all across Kerala and have assembled here in Thiruvananthapuram and is holding this march, which is, they say, a clear warning against Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. They say that the left government is trying to appease the Sangh Parivar and the RSS and the BJP. They say that there is a tacit understanding between the left and the BJP in the state, and that's the reason why the police and the LDF government is going very slow when it comes to the arrest of RSS workers. So basically, they are trying to play a victim card as of now, and they say that there is a clear witch hunt as far as the police action is concerned when it comes to PFI leaders. Back to you.
Absolutely, because Vivek, the march that is still happening there, how far exactly is the Chief Minister's residence? Because we are, as you're telling us, the police also is there to stop them, and also point out the fact what is being said by the Kerala High Court regarding the very controversial Alappuzha rally, because these arrests have been made on the directions of the High Court.
Exactly. Now, this arrest has been done as per the direction of the Kerala High Court following a complaint that's been filed by an advocate based in Alappuzha. The Kerala High Court has clearly said that all those people who have organized that rally on the 21st of May should be booked, should be arrested. And that is the reason why the police is going forward with this action. But the PFI says that it is nothing but, a kind of attacking the minority. They are trying to create a kind of fear-mongering, within the minority community. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. But the Pinarayi Vijayan government, as of now, is very stern when it comes to the rally is concerned. Because remember, we ourselves have reported the rally extensively, and we also know what is written in the remand report as far as this case is concerned. It's very, very clear that all those people who have participated in that rally have made those slogans, who have been trained by the PFI leaders, and even that boy, the 10-year-old boy who raised the slogans, we know the kind of training which he has got. So it's a very, very clear case that, people have been brainwashed. People, the young boy has been tutored. So that thing is very, very clear. But from here, the Chief Minister's residence is 2.5 kilometers. What we understand from the police is that the police will stop this rally right in front of the Chief Minister's residence. And we still have no idea what is going to happen after that. They say that, they will protest today till evening against the police action. The witch hunt against the PFI and the STPI activists in Kerala in the last 2 weeks. Back to you.
All right, so those pictures that are coming in live from Thiruvananthapuram, where at the Chief Minister's residence, still this march that is being carried out by the PFI, their workers, they are out on the streets and they're raising slogans against the crackdown that seems to have happened on the instructions of the Kerala High Court, because there was a boy, a minor, who was used to make provocative slogans during a march that was held in May 21st in Alappuzha, and thereafter the PFI distanced itself. But multiple arrests, we are told, that have already happened on part of the agencies, where there was a lot of pressure that was building on Pinarayi Vijayan. Why the PFI rally sloganeering that threatened Kerala's communal fabric? Because this is coming at a time on the instructions of the Kerala High Court. We are looking at multiple arrests that has been made, but ironically it is the very same hate group, the radical group, that is carrying out a march in protest of the arrest that has been made of its leaders. Not only that, Vivek is getting us those live pictures. We are looking at central probe agencies also that are probing the Enforcement Directorate, that is being probing the PFI in multiple angles when it comes to money laundering.